We're starting to ramp things up here as we get ready for the multiplayer reveal and further announcements for Modern Warfare 4 in the near future. I'll be honest, I'm still on the fence about a lot of things, but while still skeptical from prior instances from the brand and Infinity Ward in general, there have been some objectively good things announced thus far. One of which is today's topic of discussion that I frankly wasn't really expecting, though I'm happy to see it be the case. As we go along, let me know what you're thinking about Modern Warfare 4 so far. What do you think of this announcement, and what are you hoping to see in the future announced? Drop a like if you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe for more Modern Warfare 4 and other FPS coverage, and keep an eye out as we've been live more and more here on the channel and over on Twitch that I'd love to chat with you. Finally, check out my friends over at Advanced GG, where code Espresso can get you 10% off your entire order, but more on that a little later. For now, let's get into it. So to set the stage, Modern Warfare 4 is a generational reset of sorts. Of course, from a foundational perspective of not being on last generation consoles of PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, to just a more simple refresh of things like we've seen most recently in Modern Warfare 2, with a new sort of variation in interconnectivity starting in Warzone, a fresh clean slate there. This is looking to be the same thing in relation to the last couple of years. We've seen this now on a rotational, I almost liken it to a bubble, where from Modern Warfare 2019 to Vanguard was its own bubble, Modern Warfare 2 to Black Ops 7 is its own bubble, and then Modern Warfare 4 is going to be the air quote next generation of Call of Duty for the next cycle here that we have through all the developers. Historically, what has happened, again, is resets. What you have with the last two Infinity Ward titles are just clean slate breaks. So with that in mind, not a whole ton is necessarily expected to transfer. However, the last couple of years, and since we've seen all this interconnectivity stuff, one topic of discussion was, what about the account-specific things? Things like your COD points, things like your XP tokens, and in the past, we've seen some of those carry over. Sometimes in the earlier years of like Modern Warfare 2019 to Vanguard, you had the ability to use those double XP tokens, but you had to activate them in Warzone, and then if you booted up the other game, the main primary, it would apply there. That there was a workaround that it wasn't explicit. Then within Modern Warfare 2, we saw the carry forward of these tokens within the Modern Warfare 3. So any banked tokens within Modern Warfare 2 that you still had and didn't use didn't exactly go to waste, whereas previously it would have been the case up until that point. Then Modern Warfare 3 was initially not going to carry over, if I'm not mistaken, into Black Ops 6, but it was said that you could carry it over into Warzone. So again, kind of the same thing like that Modern Warfare 2019 to Vanguard workaround situation. And then after a bunch of public pushback, that was actually changed, where those tokens from Modern Warfare 3 actually transferred directly to Black Ops 6. So you had essentially 2 years of XP tokens at that point that were available with Black Ops 6 at launch. And then, with again carry forward to a degree within Black Ops 7, XP tokens were also carried over from Black Ops 6 to Black Ops 7, meaning you had about 3 years of accumulation, potentially, that you could use in Black Ops 7. Now again, coming back to the whole discussion about a clean break, a new start, a fresh slate here at this, the big question was, well, will this happen again? Because it's inferred at that point not to be the case. We didn't see any of those XP tokens transfer over from Vanguard to Modern Warfare 2, so if there's a new generational reset here, would that theoretically mean the same thing, that we wouldn't have XP tokens to work with on day one? Well, that's actually where it's been clarified. A few days ago, people saw their first look at Modern Warfare 4's partner promotions in the way of Monster Energy cans being branded with Modern Warfare 4. This promising to give in-game rewards with full details on Monster's website, as mentioned, but historically that's been double XP, some cosmetics here and there, maybe a camo or a blueprint or something alongside like an operator skin. We've seen this happen between Monster, Mountain Dew, Doritos, Little Caesars, whoever the promotion is with year over year. It's the same sort of thing. We've seen these kind of things before, so that's not necessarily too crazy. And so double XP tokens obviously were going to be a thing. We knew that, but it was also confirmed officially with an additional detail that just seems out of the blue. The official Call of Duty CM account, this being the community team and one of seemingly a dozen accounts they've created in the past year or so to port everything out on various levels, they said, we'll be sipping on Monster and popping double XP with the community on day one of MP. Your tokens from Warzone and Black Ops 7 also transfer over. So, okay, wow, that's somewhat unexpected. Again, when you think about these generational resets of sorts, making a blank canvas that instead of having everything completely reset on day one for this new title setting the stage for the next couple of years, we actually carry over some of the stuff that is account specific. Now, additionally, they also went a step further to confirm something that's a little less controversial. I think this has been something we've seen year over year at this point, but they did confirm that COD points will be transferring as well, saying, yes, COD points are transferring over as they typically do. They'll stay within the same platform and ecosystem in which you obtain them. Xbox COD points will stay within Xbox platforms. BNet will stay within BNet. Players that move from platform to platform, such as Xbox to BNet, will not see those Xbox COD points move, but they can be used at the Call of Duty store. Now, this one, again, is a bit more commonplace. It's not necessarily as sort of like newsworthy or flashy. We've seen COD points transfer title over title since, I want to say, Black Ops 3, but only, again, in that same platform ecosystem each time. So, like when I made the jump from PlayStation to PC years back sometime, any existing COD points on PlayStation did not transfer to my PC balance as well. That balance stayed at 0 on BNet until I ended up getting anything here throughout those couple of years in the past. Now, to my knowledge, this isn't a COD thing, but instead is a platform currency thing where those transactions and profits are conducted through the platform's marketplace and thus isn't in the hands of Call of Duty and their COD accounts, but still, sure, annoying. Also, as for Xbox and PC, because you can actually play through Windows and Xbox at that point on PC now, if I'm not mistaken, if you have the game via Windows and the Microsoft Store client, I believe that should keep your COD points from Xbox to air quote PC at that point, but could be mistaken. But anyways, double XP tokens are indeed transferring over to Modern Warfare 4, which has some massive implications for the gameplay itself. People can start their gameplay experience on day one with a massive potential boost to their experience overall. Some people may be having enough, maybe like myself, to end up playing with double XP for like the whole year if I wanted to, accumulating enough XP over the course of the last 4 years or so that you look at those numbers and you're like, that's an ungodly amount of XP tokens. Things like from, again, partner promotions like this, things like progression through Battle Pass or various different challenges and completion you get for that. Things like viewership rewards watching the COD League. This essentially allowing tokens to have been gathered since Modern Warfare 2 for the last 3 to 4 years now at this point to be used on day one. Personally, I'm honestly okay with this. Incentives that are account-based, I think it's always great to have that they don't reset. Personally speaking, I don't know that I'd want to see them reset again in the future. Like if this is the standard going forward, I think I'm fine with that. Again, between those bonuses that you can actually get via partnered products, via your physically paid or your loyalty rewards like XP tokens, again, for COD League, or viewership rewards for Twitch streams or something like that, that's all some form of investment into the game and the Call of Duty ecosystem as a whole. For that to be arbitrarily erased, potentially year over year or once every couple of years in the past, has never really made too much sense for me, because like in the same fashion, again, like the COD points we just mentioned, it's account-based. It's something that is there for your overall Call of Duty account, so I never understood the idea of getting rid of that. Maybe that's some controversial takes. Maybe some people like the fresh restart, everybody starting on an even platform here at that, and I guess if you are like racing to prestige, I understand that as well, but I feel like for a lot of people, the vast majority of people that end up having double XP tokens, they may not care necessarily as much. They just want to progress a little quicker and use those things they've had banked for a long time. Now, to me, the only next step here with XP tokens in particular is to, I don't know, make them count down in in-game time again, not real time. But I guess that might be a different story for a different day. What I will say, though, is that up front, it does seem like Infinity Ward and what they're trying to do with the brand overall for Modern Warfare 4 is attempting to sway public opinion. I started this video off by saying I'm still skeptical of a few things, and that's still very much so true. Not having any hands-on experience myself with multiplayer, I'm right there with you guys, where like I don't know how this game is truly going to feel, and watching a game is certainly different than playing a game. We've all had those kind of experiences at one point or another. But I will say props to them for at least trying to sway the opinion here in a positive light. Things like changes mid-kill block showcase at Fnatic Fest to change things like the muzzle flash and everything like that. Acknowledging conversations around weapon progression and people's concerns about that. Going on the offensive to combat incorrect information or assumptions that we see throughout the community. Bringing back fan-favorite features like campaign early access. Even joking about their past projects not necessarily being the hit that they thought they'd be. It's something that definitely the sort of persona that we see outward-facing of Infinity Ward as a studio this year is drastically different than what we've seen the last couple of projects they've done. You can absolutely go back in almost any video that I talk about Infinity Ward explicitly for the last almost 10 years now at this point, and I will have said the same exact thing, that Infinity Ward at that point was essentially the most stubborn studio that we'd probably ever see within Call of Duty, sticking to their guns, which sure, creatively they have a right to do, but it's something that you think that maybe there'd be a little bit of bending before shutting down any sort of community ideas. But in the past, they've been incredibly stubborn, incredibly my way or the highway mentality, but it doesn't seem like they're going for that approach this year, which again, all things considered, the game itself can be what it is, but this appears to be a much more accepting and community fostering type of mentality versus just here's our product and deal with it, which as somebody that is again involved in a community of stuff, it's nice to see, I guess. But anyways, that's where we're at. Again, what we have with the actual gameplay itself, we'll still have to wait and see until the multiplayer reveal and the beta, but for the time being, this isn't a bad change, I think. But that's where we're going to wrap it up. Before we do, a quick heads up, we've partnered with our friends over at Advanced GG, a bit under the radar here the last few months, but we're ramping things up now going into a crazy busy fall with multiple large game updates for games like Arc Raiders and future seasons of Battlefield 6, new launches in Modern Warfare 4 and GTA 6, and everything in between. Advanced is the healthier energy supplement option. I use it as my daily comparable cup of coffee, currently drinking the Raspberry Lemonade and Magic Rainbow Sherbet as two of my personal favorite flavors that I'd highly recommend. And on that note, we've actually co-branded the Rainbow Sherbet along with a few other items on their site, like a 26-ounce ice shaker cup. But for real, I love this stuff, and if you're looking for a replacement for your own cups of coffee, give this a try, check it out, or grab a restock here before the craziness of all the games and updates coming later this fall. And if you decide to, code Espresso can get 10% off your entire order, but no pressure at all. I just appreciate you checking it out, and of course, checking out the video. But anyways, that's what we're gonna call it. So let me know your thoughts down below. What do you guys think of double XP tokens transferring from the last potential 4 years here that you may have accumulated up for Modern Warfare 4 Day 1? Do you like that? Not so much? Let me know. If you guys enjoyed the video, you found it at all insightful, do me a favor and drop a like on it. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a single thing regarding all things Modern Warfare 4 and plenty more content here. We got a very busy fall upcoming, and I'm very excited to share it all with you guys. So would love to have you in the community, but for now, thanks so much for watching. Mine has been Espresso. I'll see you later. Take care, and peace.